Welcome to the lovely Super Bowl edition of Sports Focus. I'm your host, John McNeil. With me, we have a special guest. He's a friend of the show, Zarrell Stallings.
How you doing, peoples?
Hartford's finest.
Thanks for having me here.
Yes.
Big John.
Yes, sir. We're going to talk a little Super Bowl now. We got the big game. Super Bowl 53 is finally here. You know, I've been doing this show since September, when I started the season.
Right.
And now it's finally here. We don't even need to talk about the Pro Bowl.
Right.
Then I'll talk about the Pro Bowl, but the Super Bowl is here.
It's here.
Little quick tips. Singing the national anthem, I don't know if you know, is the lovely Gladys Knight.
Yes.
Native Georgian.
Atlanta.
Yes, I know she got some work done, but she is beautiful regardless.
As always.
She looks 12 right there. And I guess the halftime show is going to be Maroon 5 and Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, and there's one other that should be there with a big boy from Atlanta.
All right.
Is also participating.
Good. They mixing it up.
Yeah.
Future Super Bowl sites. Of course, you got Atlanta. Yep. And in 2020, we are in Miami for the Super Bowl.
Miami.
In 2021, the new big-time stadium. They trying to trump the AT&T Stadium, a.k.a. Jerry's World. Los Angeles.
That's a hard trump.
Woo!
Jerry's World is beautiful.
But this place is magnificent. And I don't know if you know, the owner is the richest out of all of the NFL owners. So
is it going to rival Vegas Stadium? Because Jerry got his hands.
Jerry got his hands in everything. So
in Vegas Stadium.
That's a shame because we already know that the Rams will not be in this Super Bowl. I don't care. Because no team has played the Super Bowl in their own stadium.
Never.
So we know the Dolphins, 2020, you can forget it. And the Rams in 21. So that's a wrap.
Yeah.
All right, quickly now. Things is turning bad. The pass interference call that the Saints just won't let go.
Whoa. You see where that guy at?
The ref right there, people. He has a clear view of, that play. There was a ref in back of this guy.
Right there.
Yeah, there was a ref that was in back of Tommy Lee Lewis. How can he see that the ball and the defender when this guy was looking right at and poor Sean Payton, he's standing right there. Tough call.
Dagger.
And I just found out that out of the 4 officials, there's 4 officials that live in southern Los Angeles.
That's very controversial. The
integrity of the game has been put.
Yes. Well, I'm hearing that those 4 SoCal refs in this Super Bowl as well.
Really?
Something to watch, people. So, can I give a little background? I'm a high school ref.
Yes.
Part-time. So, very quickly diagnosing this play. There's a ref here. There's another ref here who actually waves off the ref if you look at another video. Those are your side judges. Then you have a back judge. So there's actually at minimum 3 eyes
on this play.
On this particular play. How they missed it, don't know.
And I'm shocked that there was no conference on this particular play.
Right.
But I remember this judge over here. He waved it off.
Yes.
He did this signal, which I guess bang bang.
Bang bang.
Yep.
So
Saints need to let it go because
they're
not going to replay this game. Just let it go.
They got to,
because we suffered something back in 14 season with the so-called it wasn't a catch, but we saw Dez catch the ball, take 3 steps. He tried to get the touchdown, but the ball hit the ground, popped up, and they said incomplete. So we're going to have to just let that go because they ain't going to do it. And we don't even know if Dallas would have won that game.
Yeah.
Either way.
This
one was so egregious and so wrong.
Yeah.
But we have to let it go. Got to let it go.
I still take Sean Payton as my coach.
Of course I would. And hopefully we can talk about that on another show, that Jason Garrett is finding his way out. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
We only can pray.
Quiz time.
Quiz time?
Quiz time. Give me. Now, we know Brady is going for his 6th Super Bowl.
Yes.
Now, I know how you feel about NFL championships. You view them as a certificate.
Yes.
But I still count them because they still won those games.
Yes.
Now, there is 2 players that has combined Super Bowls and NFL championships. Do you know any of them?
Super Bowl championship. So we got
Super Bowls and NFL championships.
So we talking pre-Super Bowl.
Pre-Super Bowl.
And NFL champ.
And NFL champ. There's 2 players that also has 6.
That has 6.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you give me the teams? Can you help me there?
You should already know the team. You should already know the team. They sitting right over there.
Well,
Herb Adderley.
Okay.
From the Vince Lombardi's Packers.
Right.
Yes.
Our nemesis.
Yes. He has 3 championships, NFL championships, the 2 Super Bowls, and he has 1 with them Dallas Cowboys.
Wow, I blew that one. Don't turn my Cowboy card in.
Yes. Herb Adderley, even though I think I heard him say he doesn't even recognize the Cowboys one. I don't know.
Wow.
Because he's such a Green Bay person.
Ah.
He won it anyway, and thank you, Herb, for helping the Cowboys get over.
So he's a cheesehead.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other one, of course, is another Packer, Fuzzy Thurston. Excuse me. Fuzzy Thurston. He got, of course, the 4 with the Packers, NFL championships, and 2 more when they started the Super Bowl.
Wow.
So Brady is about to join some elite company.
Definitely.
And
they're both Hall of Famers, right?
Not Fuzzy.
Not Fuzzy?
Herb, yes.
Okay.
But not Fuzzy.
Wow.
Not all them Green Bay guys got in.
Title time.
Jerry Kramer just got in.
Yeah.
It took him a long time.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to, in your opinion, the most competitive of these Super Bowls. And I know you had the Rams and Titans.
Yes, I picked that because of recent memory. As you get older, it's hard to remember all the Super Bowls we watched. We watched, I think, in our lifetime, probably about 30.
Yeah. I think we're over there. Maybe Super Bowl 17.
Yeah.
That's Miami and Washington.
Yeah.
You saying the Rams and the Titans. Huh?
Rams and Titans.
Last play of the game.
Came down to 1 yard.
And that was it.
That could have been the game. 1 yard decided the game. You can't get no more competitive than
me. Even though I hate it, but
it's the comeback?
The comeback.
The comeback?
I was sitting there just like, I can't believe that this is happening. And they did it. This is, for me, the only victory that the Patriots deserve out of all of the Super Bowls.
Really?
Yes.
So do you contribute the comeback being competitive by bad coaching by Atlanta? That was bad offensive coaching.
That was horrible. Atlanta, I hope never do anything successful ever again. That's how I feel about them. Let's move on to your favorite. You had Super Bowl 30, Pittsburgh and the Cowboys.
Only one reason. We were finally able to beat the Steelers.
For you guys don't remember, the Cowboys in the 70s lost Super Bowl 10 and 13, which we'll get to later. That was... For me, I didn't like this particular game because Barry Switzer was there. I like that they won. Yeah, but I was just like, ugh.
I mean, it was a giveaway game almost. I mean, I don't know who O'Donnell was looking at on both passes.
Well, remember the Cowboys, Scott Case, number 25, was blitzing. They was blitzing Pittsburgh a lot. Yeah. And he threw it to the spot, and the receiver kept going the other way. And I knew Dallas was going to win that game because they had too much talent.
Yeah, we had far more talent.
But I will say this to you Steelers, that I feel if there was a fifth quarter, because Pittsburgh was pushing it.
Yes, it did.
My favorite, one of my favorites is, of course, the first one of the 3, Super Bowl 27. It's clear that the Cowboys' defense was
purely dominated.
8 turnovers with 2 touchdowns. It was amazing. I love that one.
Isn't that the infamous "I can't find my helmet"?
Yep. No, Super Bowl
the second
28.
one. Oh, okay. Thought that was Can't Find My Helmet.
Can't Find My Helmet. And the other one, I don't know if you know, but I've always said on this show throughout the years, that's my other one.
Yeah.
Doug Williams. The reason why I love this one is because they asked Doug, what's it like to be a black quarterback? I'll never forget that. And Doug went out and proved him wrong and beat the white quarterback, John Elway.
John Elway, who didn't start winning Denver fans until you got TD.
Until you got a running back. But John Elway is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. But I like this Super Bowl. The most important Super Bowl for me, Super Bowl 13. This is probably the only Super Bowl we will ever see because of free agency and things of that nature. That on this, both teams, they played this because this was at the tail end of the 70s, so 79.
Right.
So these, they played before, and you had Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, Tony Dorsett, who just got on the team. This is his second year at this Super Bowl.
Franco.
Yeah, Frank. You had all them Steelers. You had all them Cowboys, Randy White, Harvey Martin. You will never probably have a game where you have two teams like this again.
Right. This is two Hall of Fame teams. Almost
coaches, teams.
Almost everybody on the screen is black.
You got Mel Blount right there. Butch Johnson, L.C. Greenwood. Come on. Tony Hill.
Come on.
This was one of the all-time greatest games. Pittsburgh ended up winning 35-31. Yep. But, Staubach made his greatest comeback. But the worst Super Bowl.
Who you got?
Pittsburgh and Seattle.
Yes.
This is the worst Super Bowl ever.
Yes.
I know Super Bowl 5, but we wasn't really born. But that was the ugliest. But this one by far was the worst.
They got their heart ripped out from play one. Play one. All because who was their tight end at that time? He was barking all week about what they're going to do. And these guys went in there and smash mouth them.
The bad officiating.
Right. The interception at the end of the first half to Harrison.
Just terrible. Just one of the worst. And actually, not the Super Bowl, but one of the worst games I've ever seen in my life.
And Alexander got bottled. He didn't. I don't even think he had 50 yards.
What was the final? 21-10. Hines Ward was the MVP, and it was god awful.
Yeah.
And I still don't.
You think it's worse than the Niners blowing out the Chargers?
I like the blowout. That was dominant. That's something the Patriots need to do. I don't know if they're going to do it in this game, but we're going to see.
We will see.
Breakdown. Who you got as a coach in this game? Legendary Belichick or the young McVay?
As much as I would like to go with Belichick because he's an old head and I know his wisdom, I think it's time to start ushering in these young boys.
You going with the McVay?
I'm going with the McVay, even though I think his reputation might ruin the NFL because now everybody's going to want to go get
one of the coaches,
but they're all not going to be McVay. So, but I think it's his time.
I like that. What about this defense? Do you think the Pats defense have enough to stop the Rams?
No, because the Rams, and we got to witness it ourselves against the boys, have a very, very, very good offensive line.
Yep. So you think the Rams defense can stop the Patriots? Tom Brady going for number 6.
I put it like this: if they don't double Donald, game over.
Game over. What if Sue comes to play?
Game over.
Okay, so it's not looking good for the Patriots. Quarterbacks, Brady and Goff.
I'm going to go with Goff because I think Sue and Donald is going to put way too much pressure on Brady.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
So after you said all of that, who you going with?
The Rams.
Whoa, it's hard to imagine the Patriots losing 2 straight Super Bowls. That would put them in another elite company with the Buffalo Bills for losing consecutive Super Bowls.
Well, and the reason I think that the Rams are going to win because I just think defense eventually going to win a championship. Everybody's talking about the high scoring, passing offenses. I think at some point defenses ultimately win championships.
And that's it. Enjoy the game. We'll talk about it next week. Peace.